Well, Larson gets his sixth win on the season, and his revenge tour on the entire world continues. Every single race he wakes up and chooses not necessarily violence, but not really having any mercy for anybody except for his teammates. That's about it. It did get very chippy between him and Harvick at the end. That was so fun. And then Chase Elliott helping out Kyle Larson for the win and blocking Harvick and them getting into it and stuff. That was fun, allowing Larson to go to the finish line because Chase, he knew he wasn't going to win it, so he was like, might as well help out my teammate because he'll repay the favor for me sometimes. It'll help. And so, yeah. And then you saw the whole thing. I really thought that someone was going to throw a punch. I was hoping someone was going to throw a punch, but nobody did. I thought that Harvick, after throwing his glove, I thought he was gonna like take his helmet and then go up to Chase Elliott's car and just like bang on it until he dents it or like throw it at the windshield or something. I thought there was gonna be a bit more spice. And that beat reporter trying to record it, like, dude, all you had to do was like keep it at your side and just record the conversation. So stupid, so stupid. And then they went to Chase Elliott's uh, trailer, which was interesting. That was interesting. But Larson ran a great race. I mean, he usually does. He led almost like 200 laps in this race. It was one of those dominant wins where sometimes he's out of it, but for most of the time he is either in first place or somewhere around first place. And just as soon as this race began, it was a bit up and down. It was kind of inconsistent, but at the beginning, you definitely just felt it was one of those days for Larson. Usually, you can tell from the beginning if it's going to be one of those days for Larson. Like his car just looks faster right off rip, right off, as soon as they go. You can tell that Larson's car is just faster. Once he hits the gas, you can just tell it's faster than everybody else. You can tell when he has his magic. And tonight was one of those nights. He had his magic. And whenever Kyle Larson has his magic, he gets what he wants, and what he wants is a win, so he's gonna get it. And like they said at the beginning of the race, whenever Larson has no risk, if he wrecked out today, it doesn't matter. He was still going to the next round of the playoffs. And whenever Larson has nothing to lose, that is a scary thing because it means he can race you as hard as he wants, use up as much resources as he wants, because at the end of the race, it won't matter. So he's going to do whatever it takes to get the win. He usually does whatever it takes to get the win, but sometimes he'll be a bit more conservative at times because he doesn't want to risk wrecking it. But in days like today where it doesn't matter, he's going to risk it. He's going to full send it. And he's that normal drive that he has to do whatever it takes to win. He takes it, maxes out by like 10, and that's what you get when Kyle Larson has nothing to lose. And that is truly something that I am afraid of at times. But it's a good afraid because it means that I get to watch a dominant race by Kyle Larson, probably a win, and continue to enjoy absolutely lucking into being a Kyle Larson fan just because he had a cool nickname and he had a number that I liked and he drove the model of car that I like. This playoffs, it's going to be so interesting in Las Vegas. The dynamic between Harvick and Elliott, I'm excited for Las Vegas because which one is going to try and wreck the other? Because you already know, even if they work it out verbally, someone is going to try to wreck the other. That's how it always works. That's how it always will work. So who is going to wreck who first? That's the big question. And I think with Harvick's experience and him having the most to lose, because right now Harvick is one of the first to be eliminated. He is 12th in the playoff standings, and Chase Elliott is 6th. I feel like probably Chase Elliott is probably probably Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott is probably going to be the one to try and wreck Kevin Harvick, because Kevin Harvick would have way more to lose if he wrecked out of a race. Whereas Chase Elliott, not so much. So, and usually the person who has the least amount to lose wrecks the other person that they don't like. And that's usually what it looks like. But I think the rest of this playoffs is going to be interesting. We've hit that race where it explodes. I know it's Bristol and tempers boil over, but those tempers can continue to boil over for the rest of the playoffs. Grudges can be held for a very long time, as most NASCAR fans know. And it's fun to watch throughout the rest of the playoffs, because some of the dynamics that develop, some of the storylines that develop, are always fun. Never disappointing. This playoffs, I'm going to enjoy this playoffs. I think Kyle Larson really has a shot to win it all. I mean, right now he's first in the playoff standings, and all he has to do is make it to the round of 4, win the last race, and he's champion. And as we know, in the big moments, on the big tracks, when the lights are shining the brightest and the pressure is on, Kyle Larson stands up to the occasion and drives like no one has ever driven before and wins. He has ice flowing through his veins, and it's so entertaining to watch, because very few times does Kyle Larson falter when it comes to clutch time. He is the Reggie Miller of NASCAR. It's going to be so fun to watch him throughout the rest of these playoffs, because he's got his ticket punched. All he has to do is race the way everyone knows he's capable of racing. That's all he's got to do, and he wins a championship. And I get to experience my first championship too, in any sport. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, I will see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and next time is going to be tomorrow, because the Colts play on Sunday, so it'll be interesting. Colts versus Rams. The best interior defensive lineman versus the best offensive lineman. Aaron Donald versus Quentin Nelson. It's going to be enjoyable, but for the right or wrong reasons, we'll have to see tomorrow. See you guys next time.
You never see it coming.